All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have BKO right here with us and Mayor Akinpelu. Moving straight to our next conversation. Political crises are not new to Nigeria's democratic journey, but some battles leave deeper scars than others. The drums of crisis are sounding again in Rivers State as the State House of Assembly has begun moves to impeach Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The Assembly, led by Honorable Martin Samewule, had made a U-turn in its earlier decision to resume plenary on the 26th of January, choosing instead to resume on Thursday. The resumed sitting was disclosed in an internal memo circulated to all House members, signed by the Clerk of the House, Emeka Amadi. During plenary, presided over by Honorable Amewule, the Majority Leader, Major Jack, read out the notice of allegations and gross misconduct against Governor Fubara. The Assembly accused the governor of changing the state's money into dollars and paying people from Abuja to influence President Bola Tinubu to prevail over the lawmakers not to summon him to present the 2025 budget before the Assembly. 26 members of the Assembly signed the notice, which they alleged was against the Nigerian Constitution. Honorable Amewule said the notice will be served to Governor Fubara in the next 7 days. Now let's share the story with you.
The process of impeachment is on as we speak. Having received the notice, my job is to forward it, and it's important that we allow this process go through. What this motion is saying is, in the event that the governor tries, as he has always tried to do, to be smart by half, to now say he wants to bring the appropriation bill or to present the medium-term expenditure framework, the movers of this motion are saying, let him hold on now. Let the process for the investigation of the allegations brought against him and the deputy governor be concluded. In any case, the governor does not even want to present any budget, because if he wanted to, he would have brought it all this while. Siminalayi Fubara is a mistake. He is a mistake. Rivers State has never had it this bad. In the entire Nigeria, Siminalayi Fubara and Professor Ngozi Odu, these are the only two people in the office at the sub-national level that are yet to present 2026 appropriation bill. The entire country. He has been boasting, he has been saying it to his followers, that this assembly were nothing but toothless bulldog. That this 10th Rivers House Assembly, we cannot do anything, we cannot enforce the Constitution. This is a sad commentary for our democracy. Sir Siminalayi Fubara and Professor Odu, they are nothing but a threat to our nascent democracy. If they are allowed to remain in office, I don't know what will become of our democracy.
Very strong words from the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. But the lawmakers, they've submitted an impeachment notice, alleging gross misconduct. But talk to me, what's the allegations?
Let me start by saying that, to me, I think the players in Rivers State, in this Rivers State crisis, are very irresponsible. They don't care about the people of Rivers State. They went through this crisis that led to a state of emergency being declared in their states. They came back from that, had several meetings, agreed, and everybody felt that lessons will have been learned following the expiration of the state of emergency. Now we are back to the same thing. Remember that the beginning of that crisis was this impeachment notice that led to the burning of the and all that. That we can come back there after 6 months of emergency rule in that state, shows that the players in that state, they are very irresponsible. They don't care about the people of Rivers State, and I think that is most unfair. Having said that, it is normal in politics for members of the House of Assembly to file a notice for gross misconduct against the governor. There's a process to do that, because within the Constitution, the only way they can hold the governor accountable if he had done something that believes that breaks the Constitution of the country is to serve impeachment process. But I don't see this process getting to maturity. And the reason for that is that, unlike what happened in the other time, before the state of emergency, there is a new development, and the development is that Fubara is now a member of APC. By being a member of APC, it means that the decision-making process cannot be left alone to members of the assembly. Within the party, there is the chairman of the party and the NWC. There is the governors forum. Which are the governors of APC, the progressive governors. And then there's also the leader of the party, who is Mr. President. All these institutions have a say in what happens within the party or government held by members of the party. So that's the difference now. So I see the president, for example, and then major stakeholders and the chairman of the party, for example, the chairman of the progressive governors, for example, getting involved in it. And I believe that eventually they will be able to resolve it. But Fubara has not done well. We have to accept that. Because it's not, I'm not interested. You know, there are some stories that have been in the papers that this is what they signed, you must not do this, you must not do that. I'm not...
Okay, talking about the agreements they have.
I'm not interested in that. But what I'm saying is that even the governors, as it is now, he is not doing what he's supposed to do. You cannot run a state and not bring the budget. Even that was part of the problem before, and the Supreme Court was very clear-cut about it.
Exactly.
So when you now come back, every governor in different states are submitting their budget and what they want to do. You are not doing that. Instead, you are playing politics, going around saying you are supporting the president. That is not the issue. Supporting the president is not the governors of the River State. You are elected to govern and bring the dividend of democracy to the people of River State. And one of the things you need to do is be able to do your budget and execute that budget.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, BK, you heard strong words were used by the speaker there. How do you weigh that?
No, because clearly he had disrespected those people too much. Let's face it. We can accuse Wike of all kinds of excesses, but Fubara is not a saint. Whoever does not know that Fubara is a problem too is somebody who is extremely biased and incapable of appreciating the truth. But at all times, we must be ready to speak the truth. What the man said that other governors have already presented their budget, is it a lie?
It's not.
I know how many lives we've carried here at TVC. Lagos State is one of the states where the budget processing should be extremely cumbersome and tiring. Because to account for all of the different sectors in a state as expansive as Lagos. I mean, Lagos, 5th largest economy or so on our continent. So a governor of Lagos knows that he has to properly prepare a budget. It's a lot of work. But Governor Sanwo-Olu has already done that. He's already done that. What is the population of Lagos? What is the size of Rivers economy compared to Lagos?
That's true.
The difference is like night and day. But he's done that. The governor of Zamfara, he's done that. We send people to cover it.
That's true.
Other states have done that. The governor of Ogun here, they've done so. What is it? Why would you show so much disrespect to these people? It's that you are provoking them to do their worst. You saw what happened, the story that developed during the Christmas holiday. The gift.
Yes, that they return.
Come on. Those at their level, you give them that kind of money just to diminish them, just to make them feel like people who are as worthless as a sweet wrap on the floor.
Very provocative.
It's an act of provocation. It's like, oh, the president has resolved our matter. This and that, what can they do? They can't do anything. No. We've seen governors impeached in our country. Balabe Musa refused to respect the house in Kaduna because the house was dominated by PDP, NPM members, and he was in the PRP. What happened? Because of his stubbornness, he lost his position.
And heavens did not fall.
Why will heavens fall? Why will heavens fall? In our country, heavens do not fall. People can protest after a few days, it's all over. People will protest after a few days, it's all over. So, I still believe that the president has a big role to play in this. Because both men, whether we like it or not, both Fubara and Wike they are supporters of the president as things stand. And that's why I believe that the president will intervene and he will get these guys. I've seen impeachment notice served and nothing happened in the final analysis. These things can be resolved. It's still politically possible to resolve this issue. And this is what I want to see. But the governor needs spoken to. I've never seen a governor, politically naive but extremely arrogant governor like this. Politically, you don't need this kind of fight.
He doesn't need it.
Even if they say, okay, that you signed that you are not going to seek a second term, it does not matter. A governor can say that and still change his mind. But the way you handle the people around you can even force them to have a change of heart towards you. It can get them to have a change of heart. But treating people after such a protracted crisis, the issues that bred the crisis are still being continued. What they are saying is, look, this guy can't be trusted. The president had a meeting with you, he tried to solve a problem. All of the things that the president said you should do, you refuse to do. Because some people were misleading you. Now you are back. Remember all of the things that he said after the crisis. That, Wike has been so good to me. Mr. President is our savior. Please don't abuse him. He did well. He's the one who saved the situation. But you are in power now. You came into office and met Ibas had left about 600 billion in the coffers of the state. You are now feeling that nobody can talk to you again. Come on. No matter which party, hold on a bit. No matter which party you defect to, you still must get your politics right.
Absolutely.
You can defer to APC a million times. You must get your politics right, and you must deal with people with respect.
Absolutely.
If you are sending 100,000 naira to assembly members and saying that, okay, that's their Christmas gift, you have treated them like worthless beings. It's utter contempt. Yet people don't want them to complain.
Very good.
Look at all of the things that these guys have listed are things that even we have been talking about.
True.
That is we've been talking about. You can manage people better. One of the big failures of Governor Fubara is that you are the governor of one of the 3 richest states in Nigeria. Yet, a Nyesom Wike somewhere in Abuja is controlling the house. You can't find a way to get these people on your side. It's a massive failure on his part. I've never seen a governor that weak. And I've talked about parallels that we've had in the past. When Jim Nwobodo and Chimaroke Namane were in this kind of situation, Chimaroke Namane got the lawmakers to his side. And that deadlock was broken. The house was divided at that time. But Jim lost out to the incumbent governor. because he found a way to play the politics the right way. You are not playing politics the right way. You are just causing problems and heating up the polity. And as he said, those people should realize that Rivers is not the only state in Nigeria.
Sure.
We are tired of all these unnecessary fights. There is a high sense of irresponsibility on the part of the players, the political players in Rivers, that we are back to this crisis again, shows how irresponsible they are from top to bottom. It shows that they are not doing their best to push for peace. If they were doing their best, we won't be in this situation again.
I agree. We have Kalu calling in from Lagos. Kalu, are you still with us? I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Yes. It's okay. Good evening, Babajide and Mayor.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Mayor, you spoke so much this evening, and you really give a foundation. You really give a foundation for discussion what we are talking about. Babajide, you were a great journalist, and we love you so much. But at times, you give it to the other side of it. But what I just want to advise tonight is they are giving Mr. President a bad name, whether they like it or not. They are giving the APC a bad name. How can everybody defected to APC at the end of the day, what is crying and still crying are the river states? And if people should, Babajide, I've saw you severally. You and one of the colleagues. You have a meeting with the Wike. If people should speak to him to calm down. It's not the way they do things in this nation.
All right.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
We are not. I don't think at my level I can tell Wike to calm down and he will listen. Everybody saw the questions I asked there. I'm not anybody's psychopath. The problem with our people is, once this is their position, they expect you to
also
push there. But some of us fear God so much that we must give blame to all parties where it is necessary. Okay. Anybody who believes that, oh, because Wike has such a bad name in our country, after the president is the most hated politician in our country, anybody who thinks that, okay, he has such a bad name, then that means the other side can never do any wrong. Oh, I mean, that means you fear, you don't fear God.
That's not fair.
And these guys are saying, prove to us that the allegations that they made are all wrong. Some of them, before our eyes, we've seen it. And we are saying a governor, okay, look at what I said. The man who just spoke assumed that, okay, many times, he said severally. Severally, you do this, you do that. Undale is saying that I always support that Wike. They don't see me when I say Wike does not act his age.
Yes, you said that.
On this program, I've said it not once, not even twice. They don't see me when I say Wike has his excesses. But I will give blame to the other side too. That's the way I've been trained as a journalist. I do not follow the bandwagon. I don't jump on the bandwagon.
With this one, all of them are
they are all wrong. Why are people just focused on one person?
No, all of them are guilty because how can we
go through all of that, all of what we went through that time, and they are back to the same thing.
The same thing.
And you think because you love the governor so much, you are biased. You cannot blame the governor for anything because you think if you blame the governor, some people will come for you. I don't care what people say. I am ruled by my conscience. Yes. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing what is right. There is nothing we predicted on this program on the Fubara matter that didn't come to pass.
Absolutely.
We said the courts, this is the way the courts will rule on this matter. That was what happened. I challenge anybody to prove the contrary. Once you are committed to the truth, people will wonder how you manage to predict happenstances. You predict what will happen. Because you choose to be straight. You are not biased. So most of the time you get things right. Our people are extremely biased. Today, as we speak, they believe that the whole crisis is caused by one person.
They are not looking at the other side.
No, but if you found yourself in a situation, and I've given the example of the governor of the governor of Enugu State. If you found yourself in a situation whereby you do not have control of the house, how do you juggle the situation? It's possible. You play your politics the right way. We've seen many governors who never controlled, who never had majority in the house.
Yes.
But how did they manage to do it?
They play their politics.
I've seen in Sokoto where they chose to allow, where the PDP had majority in the House of Assembly, and PDP allowed an APC person to be speaker under Tambuwal. That's playing politics the right way. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I mean, you must do things the right way. How can you be a governor? It shows that you have no clout, you have no influence. If you can allow Wike, if somebody far away in Abuja, to control the house, and you've had about 3 years, you've not been able to get those people to your side because you believe they are insignificant.
Even the speaker is a member of APC now.
Yeah, they are in
the same party.
I mean,
that
is the thing.
The speaker is even in APC now.
Yes.
But it's just because he listens to, you see, the problem with Fubara is that he listens to some people who will tell him, don't mind them, do
There's
it this way.
There's nothing they can do.
And then he will not go about doing the wrong, because, for example, all of a sudden, immediately he crossed over to APC. All of a sudden, he just changed. He started going around, trying to make innuendos and doing things and all that, and trying to make that. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. You don't.
Try to bring people closer to you. How is it difficult?
Show that you are the governor in that state.
How is it difficult to bring people to your side? We've seen governors do it.
Now they are going to carry their own problem again, to go and add to the president's problem.
Yes.
The president will now come again and start telling adults to say,
this is how to behave.
Go and do this.
Come on.
Go and do that. You go and do this. This is how you should do that.
All right, gentlemen. We have Ade calling in from London.
How can you be doing that?
You have the floor.
Yes, I give to Prince and Mayor. Let's assume that, let's leave other people. The governor is the chief security of that state. He's the head of the family, the head of the house. The man, he doesn't have forgiving spirit at all. What causes him to say, Merry Christmas, come to my house, or organize party for them, dinner, and welcome those assembly members, and bring them for camera? He refused. They are not sending 100,000. Nobody can send 100,000 to me, and I will appreciate it in my level. Look at those who are assembly members. So it's the governor. The fault is the governor. It's not even they can advise you now, you don't take. But Obasanjo say he pay advisors, he doesn't listen to the advice. So why is he listening to bad advice? So the governor, and he has no good record in the Supreme Court. If the case gets to Supreme Court, they just send him away.
He's right. He's right.
I mean,
if we don't implement even the judgment of the Supreme Court, where will you get justice?
That's true.
You are still going back to those judges, so you are still going back. They will eventually teach you a lesson. They are human beings too. When you disrespect them, they wait for you.
Absolutely.
It's just like when in Kwara State, they played the football match in the stadium in Ilorin, and they beat the referee, Yabilsu, was the head of referees in Nigeria. They beat him up, they destroyed his Benz car.
Oh.
Kwara United, or was it Kwara Bomber? I can't remember the name of the club then. They were losing every match. They were losing every match until they got them relegated. Because you beat the leader of the referees. So it's like that. If judges give judgment and you show them that you are so arrogant that their judgment does not matter, they will wait for you.
You will come back.
They will wait for you. I say it's the same person. They will wait for you. So how are you going to get justice from them? Well, the point that we are making is we don't need this trouble. I know that the president, I trust the president that he will intervene. I don't want an escalation. An impeachment is an escalation. I don't want it. I'm saying it here. I don't want it.
Yeah, I think it
but we want
because
peace.
they are members of the same party.
Yes,
now.
but we want peace.
Like
Absolutely.
I said, there are other organs that are members of the party.
In Cross River State, they said they don't want the APC chairman. They are in the same party now. But they push her. They say, we don't want this guy. We don't want him. You can't force the guy on them. So that you are the same party does not insulate you against impeachment.
All right, gentlemen, before we go, we have Kolawole joining us as well. Kolawole, let's talk.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Happy New Year, Mr. Babajide.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Because of our time, go straight to the point.
Other Guardian.
Mayor.
Mayor, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Babajide, let me tell you one thing. Don't mind those people what they are saying. Fubara is going. I will tell you, my father was a minister in the First Republic. And my father went with Chief Akitola when Gowon came back. And Chief Awolowo was made chairman of the council. All those people that went with Akitola, they suffer it. My father suffer it. They call it betrayal. My father suffer it because they went with Akitola.
All right.
They did not went with the leader of the party.
All right, then.
Fubara is going. Nothing will, the president will not come in again. Just watch it. The president will not come in again.
All right, thank you
Just
very
watch
much.
it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We'll plead with him to come in. We'll plead with the president to come in.
We don't want impeachment.
We don't want impeachment.
We don't want
an escalation.
We don't.
Absolutely.
We don't.
I think it's a fine place for us to leave it, gentlemen. Mayor Akikpelu, I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed today's hangout.
Thank you for having
so
me.
much for doing
Thank you
this.
for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank
BKO,
you.
it was a beautiful hangout.
Thank you.
A beautiful one. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga RSHA. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.